Test, test, test. What's good? Good morning to the YouTubers out here, to all the people in the streets of the YouTube world. What's good with it? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, indeedy. Good morning to you. Good morning, Stephanie Anderson. Good morning to you. Good morning. Are y'all up this morning? Who's up this morning? Who's up? Morning, Mobile. Oh, Mabel, excuse me. Good morning, Mabel. How are you doing? Good morning to you. What's going on, y'all? Good morning, Karen. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. I pray y'all slept well. I hope that these YouTube streets ain't have y'all up all night. Yes, indeed. I pray y'all slept well and y'all been getting some good rest and everything of that nature. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm go ahead with my little conversation I want to have with you guys. I want to just have a deep uh, dialogue real quick. Good morning, Miss Malibu. Good morning to you. Um, we are in this new year, 2025. Miss Sexy Ray, hey, beautiful. Good morning to you, Queen. We are in this new year of 2025, and from my understanding, this sector has came about in about October 2022, and yes, indeed, I like Alabama. A lot of my biological family is from Alabama. Don't ask me no questions because I have to go and dig and find some of my relatives that know more than me. But yes, indeed. We witnessed this saga, you know, um, play out, and I believe that there's a lot of backlash from Miss Felicia live, unnecessary backlash, I would say, um, where I believe that it's no more reason to fight with people, and ain't no more reason to argue. Um, thank you, Miss Sexy Ray. I think that people are where they're at this point in time. Um, there's no more reason to be disappointed in anyone. I think that people have chosen what how they feel about whatever they feel about, you know. Um, but it was just on my heart to just come live and really talk about, how we arrived in a way where um, there's a lot of conflicting things going on. Thank you, Miss Sex Ray. Oh, you is working, girl. You working. Thank you so much for dropping my cash app. Thank you so much, Queen. I'm a owe you. I'm a owe you. Um, Thank you, Lolita, for coming. But we arrived here because a woman brought her private life to the internet. Um, Her marriage came public. Different issues that she was experiencing in her marriage, it came public, and that's that's abnormal because oftentimes, um, whenever you're dealing with whatever mate God gives you, especially if you're married, that's between you and God, you, your mate, and God, right? It should never be a time where you would use social media to throw the person you've been intimate with, making babies with, under the bus, right? It should never be a time where that has to happen. And unless there is some real reasons to uh, make it known that you're being held against your will, or you've been violated in such a way where you got to let the world know. Um, but other than that, we all have been in some relationships that. Good morning, Rebecca. That we are not um, happy we entered into those relationships. You know what I'm saying? We're not happy about the arguments, the fighting, the fussing, the nagging, whatever it could be. Um, the, the verbal abuse that the exchange that may go between the couple. Um, but out of this woman's experiences with her ex-husband as of now, what happened was whatever pain that this woman embodied, she was able to trigger broken women, right? She was able to trigger these women, and women that have never possibly addressed their issues. And she was able to trigger these people um, while bashing her husband at the time. This was still her husband. And these women rallied around her and began to do the unthinkable and help her bash her baby daddy, her husband, that the only man that I know that she ever was married to. She took the time to let the world know how horrible of a person he is, which in his defense came out and said, no, y'all got the story, you got one part of the story. And he came out with his version of the story. And come to find out, it left a lot of reasons to believe his part of the story, um, based on his evidence. In the midst of this, right, while this woman is doing the unthinkable, bashing her husband, taking the liberty to destroy his brand, destroy his name, she links up with another man that can help her troll her husband with a song called Brie Gone. She links up with this brother. He's writing her material for trolling her husband called Brie Gone, right? Only to come to find out that this man is a registered sex offender. This man has took the innocence of a 12-year-old young lady for 2 years until she was up to 14. Um, she she's now, not only did he write the song, but he meets up with this same woman, this same young lady, and create the video for trolling her husband, Brigon. Now, not only are you bashing the man that asked you for your hand in marriage, but you trying to publicly uh, embarrass the man, humiliate the man, while doing it with a man who sexually violated and took the innocence of a 12-year-old girl. This is the issue that happened within the sector. We didn't go looking for Maine. Maine was already connected to the sector based on the wife that said that she was physically abused, which come to find out that that was a lie. The evidence proved that she was not physically abused. Good morning to you, Chatty Cathy. Good morning, Queen's Throne. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to give a little overview of how we arrived here. So this woman literally lied about the physical abuse, and all of that is documented. Everything I'm saying, I'm speaking straight facts. I will not lie. If that woman was physically abused, I would have been on her side, and I would have been on her husband's behind, because I would have felt, I got 3 daughters. I don't stand for no physical abuse on women. But to come to find out, the woman lied about the physical abuse. The fact of the matter is, she was already broken before she got married. And oftentimes, women seeks out relationship or marriage because they think that that's going to fix whatever was broken prior to a relationship. They think a relationship can fix or heal what's already been broken. This young lady was violated in her youth. This is the trigger warning. She was already violated in her youth. Somebody violated her. So how oftentimes when you are broken, you don't even realize that your next decisions will come out of brokenness. Right? You can be making videos with a man that violated a 12-year-old and not feel anything about it because you're taking it out on the man that said he loved you. And you're numb to all the other things that go along with men that don't mean you no good. So you're okay with being cheated on by John L. You're okay with all of those things, right? You still seeking the affection from John L. But the man that decided to commit to you and propose to you, give you a ring, this is the man you're going to humiliate. See, while you're connected to a registered pedophile. This is the issue here, right? So this sector has been full of women who's been broken. Some women have sought out to figure out how to heal from broken relationships. And they have gotten better. They've gotten to a place where they can talk about what they lived through. But then there was the other side, which we all know them to be the beehive. The beehive came in and began to help this broken young lady destroy her husband, because these women didn't want to hear nothing other than her truth. They wanted to hear this woman's truth and believe it no matter what. They only wanted to bash this man. They became a man hater and wanted to bash this man. And they did it for almost 2 years in a row. Just bash this man. This woman, this ex-wife of LaTruth, even took, when they were still married, and this is what I want you to catch. While they were still married, him getting out the shower, he was getting out the shower, she secretly took a photo of her husband and kept it for a receipt for a rainy day. And then when she got out of the marriage and it went left, she exposed the nude of her husband to the women that was helping her destroy him. And this man has furtherly had to endure humiliation. He got trolled every day. Every day, trolled. Further humiliate this man. And he had to file charges for revenge porn. This is all documented facts. Okay? Now, while these women rallied, called themselves the headquarters, they rallied together, they then heard about her new boyfriend, which is Jonelle. She got pregnant by this man while she was yet still legally married, and ended up having babies not even 7 months after the divorce was final, right? And while this man was dating this young lady, he put hands on her, he spit it on her in her face, the new boyfriend. He did all this stuff. Punched her son in the chest, forced this woman to valet park his car when he showed up. He literally choked her, right? Put a wet scratch on her neck. All of these things. And what did the main person do? Nate. She ended up helping Miss Brianna frame her ex-husband and say he's the one that put this scratch on her neck, while protecting the boyfriend that's literally beating the brakes off this chick, right? Literally treating her like crap. She helped them set up the ex-husband. That's what I remember. Helped set him up. And so they came to the internet and said that this photo that was presented to a third party, they tried to clean it up and say that it came from her ex-husband. It did not happen with the current boyfriend. This is what happened in my time that I've covered and watched this saga play out. And so we begin to debate this thing and say, how can she be with a man that's beating on her or doing these type of things to her, while using her same hate group to bash her husband? It was crazy to me as a blogger in this sector. It was ludicrous. What kind of a brokenness are we talking about? What kind of unhealed women are we talking about here? And then Nate comes out and confess. That was a confession. This was not a oh, let me own it and clear my conscience. This was a complete confession that she helped frame her ex-husband. Now you have to ask yourself, what kind of blogger, YouTube blogger, will leave their platform to start playing games with the woman that you're blogging about to help her frame her ex-husband? This is a 50-some-odd-year-old woman that's helping a 32-year-old woman frame her ex-husband while bash him for money. This is what we witnessed. This is what I witnessed. I don't know what everybody else witnessed. This is what I witnessed. And so they ran a thing called a headquarters group. A headquarters where they met up on the back end to plan their daily activities of bashing her ex-husband. This is what they did. So, you know, D-Ham, I said, well, this is a cult. This is cult-like behavior. I don't agree with it. And I stood 10 toes down and I said what I did not agree. Right? I got bashed. Oh, I got drugged through the mud. I told y'all they even researched me and drugged my daughter. These women, these some hateful women. I'm telling you the truth. 8-year-old daughter, man, got drugged because I'm speaking up for a man that I feel was being lied on. You understand what I'm saying? And so this dude Maine has been used and utilized for their benefit. This ain't, the main thing was not a new thing, y'all. He's been connected to this sector from the beginning. From the beginning. He even did a remix to the Bregon song as of late, and the women were sharing it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they loved them some Brianna to the point where they didn't care if she was with a known registered sex offender, and they didn't care if she was with a woman beater at the same time trying to bash her husband. Janelle was not even spoken of for months. It was crickets on Janelle. It was crickets. Them women took an oath and said, we're not going to speak on Janelle. Even though we know he's spitting in her face, even though we know he's choking her out, even though we know he's punching the child in the chest. Not only that, but Janelle began to troll the truth with his own daughter. Trolled the man with a 3-year-old. Can you believe it? Trolled him. He literally was dangling his daughter out the doorway on a live with Brianna, saying daddy's outside, while the girl go hysterically bonkers and start crying. They're trolling this baby, playing mind games with this baby, putting the baby on his lap. They go to Jamaica. He's in the room with the baby in the bed. All of this stuff this man was doing. All of this stuff. And these women said nothing for months. Nothing. This is what I witnessed. This is what I witnessed. YouTube, this stuff ain't hidden. We're watching it play out. Every day you go live, we get to see what you went live about. And we are watching this stuff play out. And yes, everybody on this side was getting, that work. We were getting attacked. Our homes was getting doxxed. The worst was being said about us. We have been through hell and back with that hate group. We've been through hell and back, trying to defend a man who didn't do nothing, never been arrested, never been arrested for abuse, never been arrested for violating a child, but they're bashing this man every day for money. Bashing him every day for money. They went so far to bash his whole family, bash his new boo. They bashing anything connected to him. They even bashed his children. He got a 16-year-old. They were bashing her and using her story to bash the father. This is what they were doing. This is what they were doing. And so we just found out through Maine that these women would text him and say, hey man, we need you on the panel. As a man, to speak up for a man while we bash the same man you don't like. Because guess what? You in love with his baby mama because you don't like him. So why was Kevin saying in Neo X's live that these women support a registered sex offender? Because Kevin is LaTruth's brother. And Kevin's family got bashed. His wives got bashed. His lifestyle got bashed. while speaking up for his brother, his blood brother. Think about it. You, if anybody on this internet come for my brother or my sister, you got to deal with me. That's just the way it go. Ain't no, oh man, this ain't your business. No, it is my business, my family. That man stood up for his brother. Do he like everything his brother do? No, he don't. Do he agree with everything? No, he don't. Did he get, man, they even said, on, listen to me. They came for Kevin. That girl went to court. I'm telling you, you can't make this up. Because Kevin was been out here fighting for his siblings. And he said to his sister Toya, Toya, wherever you go, I'm going to blow that place up. Wherever you need me to be, I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out. He was just figuratively speaking, saying, I would show up and show out for you. I would go to the moon and back for my sister. But somebody clipped what he said, blow the place up. They went to court. And the woman played that clip to the courthouse. And all of the deputies, the sheriffs, and FBI bombarded his residence. Bombarded his residence. And this was played on Nate's Live and everybody else live. Bombarded this man's residence. Showed up with guns blazing to arrest this man for just saying I would do anything for my sister. Everybody knew what the man meant. But they played it in court. And all hell broke loose. For this man just trying to stand up for his sister. Right? This is what I witnessed. This is what I witnessed. And they will reach out to Maine. Maine said they'll text me. He said these women are hypocritical because they didn't care nothing about my record. They would use me when they needed to use me. They would text me and tell me get up on their platform. Right? Callie ended up coming out and saying, look, he goes on Jeannie's platform and say, listen, that man's black and white is messed up. There's no reason for y'all to be connecting with this guy. They told Callie pretty much F off. We gonna stay cool with this brother. You F off, man. Get on down off my platform, and I'll connect with who I want to connect with. Pretty much in layman's terms. This is what the woman said. So the next day, she got Maine up there. I'm sure they still got it. Y'all can go find it. I don't know where y'all go. Maine is on their panel. And some girl comes out of nowhere up there, try to grab the link, and they pretty much told the girl to get down and leave Maine alone. Let the brother stay up and put her down, because she's challenging him based on his record and why is he even on YouTube in this sector? Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is what we witnessed. This is what we've been through the last 2.5 years. We've been dealing with this. And I literally could not understand or comprehend why these women were going this hard for a registered sex offender while they're literally bashing the truth every day. If you go to Jeannie's live, you'll see the truth in every last one of her captions. Every last one of her titles. The truth name is in it. For Cash Apps. You go to Nate's lives, and 2K got involved. He went through there and said, man, I forgot the numbers he said and hours that this woman has put in bashing the truth and his family, but it was unbelievable what this woman has done to destroy this man. Unbelievable. This woman almost dedicated her whole life to destroying this man and his family. Unbelievable. Right? This is what D-Ham has witnessed, y'all. This is what I've experienced in this sector. And so they're trying to make it seem like, well, this Maine thing is a new thing. Why is anybody upset about this Maine? Well, first of all, it's very hypocritical to utilize him to help support your opinion of the truth while you're using this man with this type of record. right? A known sex offender. And then these women are also going over to Jeannie's chat, flooding it up, right? Giving her all kind of super chats. And this woman is a known child. She's registered for being a child neglect. Her brother has his record. She tried to flaunt her brother to the sector. His record is worse than any man I've known. This man been out here on burglary charges and everything. Got his finger shot off by his baby mama or his ex-wife, all kind of things. Been in the news for all kind of things, inciting burglaries around Florida and all kind of things. I mean, where do you find these type of people? Where do you find these type of people? And it's all documented. Go to Amber's live. Amber did a live on the brother, broke down a lot of evidence. And this is Jeannie's brother. And she tried to make it. She want to show his penthouse suite. He's rich, y'all. Everybody's flocking to this brother. They said that this man is a good man. Prior to Brianna coming out about Jonell, she went live and said that Jonell was a high-value man. He's a good brother. He's worth $1.5 million, what she tried to tell us, which was a lie. This man has been doing nothing but fleecing Brianna, taking advantage of the woman, took advantage of her vulnerability, and said, F you and them kids. Even told Brianna that, I will bury your body. This is what he told the girl. All right? When you're hurt and you're broken, you'll be mistreated. If you'll let anybody mistreat you. But the man that try to finally love you the right way is the one you're gonna do the worst. That's what happened to LaTruth. When LaTruth met Brianna, she had 3 babies by a man that didn't want her. LaTruth took that woman in and showed them kids some love and married that woman. And she said that man was the worst out of all the men she ever been with. That's what she said. You have to understand how we arrived here. And so, when Felicia got into this, I didn't really know what she's been through in her life. You understand? She came in swinging because she thought she was protecting Brianna from being bullied by the sector that believed LaTruth. So she came in this thing swinging at any and everybody. Yes, she did, and she does, and she's not disagreeing with this point. The girl came in this sector swinging. You understand? Calling everybody out, saying some things she probably regret. And everybody end up using their platforms to battle Felicia along with Nate. And we did. Come to find out, Felicia's story is almost a lifetime movie. What she's been through as a little girl is almost a lifetime movie. And I think anybody with a conscience and with a heart can understand this woman because of the trauma that she had to live through. The trauma this woman has lived through is what brought her to this sector in the first place. And she don't want nobody. It seems like she stands against physical abuse as well as any other form of abuse. And she came and fight for Brianna. I don't have a problem with nobody fighting for Brianna because I felt like anybody with a heart will still understand that this woman is broken too. Right? I just didn't like the way that she's moving with a hate group to destroy her husband. That's the only reason why I spoke up. Other than that, I'm not getting in nobody's relationship business. You understand me? It ain't my business. But Felicia came in here fighting. Okay? Called everybody out. Called me out, called everybody out. We had a battle royal going on. Okay? It is what it is. So what ended up happening to happen is, as of late, Felicia called out the main right-hand person she'd been connected to while fighting us, which was Nate, about the hypocrisy of Maine. How are y'all bashing LaTruth and Kevin, but y'all standing with a registered sex offender? It was triggering for Felicia because she know what she lived through and wake up every day understanding that she was violated as a 6-year-old girl. And it was triggering. This is the known fact, y'all. So what ended up happening is the people that got into this sector for the right reasons, that understood we were here because whatever y'all been through brought y'all to this sector, and y'all stood for something. Y'all either stood for our black men not getting drugged in these streets, or either you stood for a woman that you thought possibly was getting abused. You stood for something. That's what brought you here. Nobody should have ever gotten doxxed. Nobody should have ever gotten into all kind of verbal disagreements for your opinion. And Felicia stood on business and said, I don't care. I'll go down. Everybody can unsubscribe. Everybody can unsubscribe from me. I'm not going below my standards and my morals because I like Brianna. So she stood on business. Come to find out, Kevin goes to Neo X's chat. And Kevin know how hard he he's been under fire with Neo X and whoever. They done came for him in multiple ways. So he goes over there and he drops the dime. Hey, y'all say I rock with a man that support child molestation. So do Nate. So if y'all been on my head about me being on Sanetta's platform, then here come Nate on your platform, right? So they made this all about Kevin. Oh, Kevin was being messy. No, it's the truth. It took Queen's Throne to get on that platform and not be gaslit. Not one bit. Be gaslit with Nate and her Natorades that drinking all her Kool-Aid. She wasn't gaslit. She called them all. She called everybody out. People in the chat, the Natorades in the chat. She called them all out. And she stood on business. So you got Nate windmilling. Well, we're co-workers. Well, we're this, we're that. Well, he's welcome in my chat, but So then she's trying to back it up so she don't lose her subscribers, because everybody in this sector pretty much got probably 98% women following their content. So she tried to back that thing up after running into Queen's Throne. So then she come out trying to from my understanding, I don't know if it's true or not because I ain't going to look. I heard she started deleting some of those lives that she was up on, that Maine was up on her panel. She started going and trying to clean up her content to save her subscribers, right? she done went back to try to save those subscribers because she done ran up against a real one. And then Maine went live. Now we watching this play out. Maine go live. And he said, ain't that some BS? Now you only want to be cool with me on the back end, but on the front end you want to disown me. He's like, hell no. If we're gonna tell the truth, let's tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth, let's tell the truth. So Maine is fighting back. Maine is fighting back. Yeah, Queen Throne. She done got rid of them things. to save, to save face. You understand? She trying to now save face. But prior to that, she stood 10 toes on Maine. She, no, nobody gonna talk her off that ledge. No way was that happening. And so Maine said, no, not only did y'all text me and I got proof of this and proof of that, but you asked to borrow $1,000 from me. And that wasn't that long ago. So Maine is standing on his square. Now, Nate said, don't make me drag you. Don't make me drag you, buddy. I'ma come for you. It's on like popcorn. That's what she said. But Nate must have had epiphany and said, nah, I'm not gonna go head to head up with Maine. She gave that job to Now Jeannie. How did Now Jeannie want to drag Maine after telling Callie to get off her platform with that nonsense? After telling that young lady to drop down, we keeping Maine up here. Now that Nate is under fire, here comes Jeannie to drag Maine. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. And so, you got to think about it, right? Not only is Nate standing on her square when it comes to Maine, but so was Jeannie. And so are the people that had already left to be connected with Nate. All of these subscribers, all of these CCs that's now over there with Nate, they all were going along with it. That's why Queen Throne ran into some opposition in the chat. These were Nate's peoples all of a sudden now, and they telling him, what does his record mean? What does it matter? He's forgiven. What the hell? When do you now forgive a child sex offender? At what point do you forgive that? At what point do you forgive that? Oh no, Queen Throne had her hands full, right? You better know it. You better know it, Queen Throne. You better know it. You may not even know the full story. It's deep. It's deep now. It's deep. You got these women talking about it. What do his record mean to you? When I read that police report, when Queen Throne let the narrator read it, I said, ain't this some nonsense? It's that girl, they said her hymen was removed. This man took and stole her innocence. And all of these women are over there protecting him and giving him a platform to bash LaTruth. You got to go to the live when LaTruth get on, literally, is getting attacked by this brother on Jeannie's platform. And LaTruth said, man, I don't talk to no, LaTruth cussed the brother out. So I don't talk to no sex offenders. Man, y'all don't drop this brother, I'm getting down. That's what he said. He was over there, they sick Maine on that brother, right? But see, he was only good for what they needed him for. And people want to act like, what's up with the main thing? All of a sudden, no, it's been a problem. See, for people who don't know, it's been a problem. It's been a problem, and it still should be an issue for you. If you're a woman, if you got kids, if you got nieces and nephews, understanding that our culture, black young girls get missing every day on sex trafficking, and it's not enough manpower because they don't care about us that way. They got the Amber Alert, and right now they're trying to sign petitions right now to change it to I think it's called an Ebony Alert, so that now we can put more focus in man dollars and government assistance into finding our black young ladies. See, y'all don't want to keep it 100. Y'all want to get on this YouTube and make money, but you don't want to keep it real with your moral standards, or you don't have none. I'm sorry, I don't agree with Y'all moving her on over there with Nate after she done lied and done did all the damaging things she can do to people. Come to find out, I didn't even know that she said what she said to Sweet Ma. I had no idea. That just came out. I did not know that she lied on Sweet Ma's father and said that he's a molester or something like that. I didn't know that woman said that. Sweet Ma would never be okay being friends with Nate. You can't come and lying on somebody's family like that. And these women are cool with it. They stayed up all night playing OB, cussing out Dawn, making cash apps happen. You know why y'all voice mattered and it still matters? Because you stood against what was wrong with this story. You stood against the people who have no backbone. You stood against the people that's out here capitalizing financially off this story for all the wrong reasons. That's why your voice mattered. That's why it wasn't about monetization. That's why it wasn't about cash apps and super stickers. Because you understood the severity of this type of behavior in our community. You can't leave your kids at somebody's house and think it's okay. You can't let your trauma create a cycle of trauma. You can't let it happen. God is giving you these children, and you are their number one protector. If you don't protect them, they'll be violated. And so they mad at Fee. They mad at Felicia. And wonder why people rally. No, this is bigger than flood somebody's chat. It's bigger than collecting a wrench. It's bigger than that. We may go down to 30 people in our chat after this saga's over with. Ain't no telling who's gonna be there. But where is your backbone? Where's your moral compass? How low do you go for $1? What are you utilizing your platform for? Nobody should have had content creator beef because you standing up for what's right. Nobody should have had to went through this gauntlet of fighting and going below the belt. Nobody should have had gone there because you standing up for what you believe in. My daughter lost her YouTube channel because of these people over there. Report my daughter's YouTube. Some sick individuals. They're sick. And they need help. And they want to come here and flaunt, oh, I made 10K this week. Well, if you made it on bashing a brother, I'm not surprised. Because it's easy to drag a black man. It's easy to do that. And that's all you seeking out. Come to find out you stole the model of Sweet Ma's platform. Her platform was exposing narcissistic abuse and abusers and things of that nature, and you stole it. You stole it, and then you trying to throw it up. I don't cover sex offenders. I don't cover sexual abuse because my audience is too sensitive. You a lying wonder. Your audience have been with you, helping you destroy and bash this whole sector days in and days out. You a lying wonder. And one thing about it, any woman who's been violated, they're not looking to be protected in a silent way. No, 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 no. They need to know. They need to know who you rocking with. They need to know these things. Why? Because it goes against what they live through and what they're trying to heal from. So if you're rocking with a child sex offender, that goes you're actually harming them. You're harming your audience. You're harming them. And you're saying it's okay. Get over it. Deal with it. That's what you're doing. See, I got a problem with that as a man. I can be the brokest brother on the YouTube streets. It don't matter to me. I can be homeless tomorrow, but I guarantee you I'm going to use my voice to speak against child predators, and I'm going to use my voice to speak to liars and men that beat on women. I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to use my voice. You understand where I'm at? You'll never see me buying a Chris Brown ticket. I know the brother can dance, but nah, I'm going to pass. You got to stand for something. You got to stand for something. And these women, there's a hot mess in these YouTube streets. They're a hot mess. Running over there to a woman who stood side by side with a child predator. Asked to borrow $1,000 from the man. Probably that wasn't going to be the only $1,000 she was going to borrow either. And she was going to use the money to flip it in the casino. And y'all wonder why I was concerned about Anna. I took a lot of heat about Anna in this saga. But I felt like Anna was being extorted. And I don't think I was wrong. That's D-Ham standing up for a woman I thought was being extorted. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no gender code over here. Not when it comes to protecting the people. Not why you can't use your platform irresponsibly and say some things are okay and some. For the life of me, I couldn't understand why they were hanging on the man. I did not know. What would make a woman say that he's done his time? You know, his story's already been out here for years. He's told his own story. What the hell is that? Can you ask, what the hell is that? You tell your own story? He gonna tell his story his way. And they're like, well, what's up with this Maine thing? Well, it ain't our fault that we're up in here trying to defend the truth, and now we got to run up against a whole sexual offender. We didn't ask them to be up in this saga. We trying to figure out why y'all utilizing him. And now you want to ditch the brother when you think it's going to affect your bottom line. You can't make this make sense to me. See, these women found out the secret formula to getting paid off of YouTube, and that is bashing a man. Yes, he did, Queen Throne. That brother got some stuff. Yes, he do. And they chose not to battle him. They didn't want no smoke. You understand me? Didn't want no smoke. And the information that came out about Jeannie's brother and all of this stuff, and the fact that she got another man put in penitentiary, in the state penitentiary, on some lies that she told. She got one man put in the state penitentiary. She got child neglect on her record, and she got a brother that's been all throughout the society burglarizing. You got to go to Amber. May have it. I don't know. If Amber go live, y'all find out what's going on with the Genie situation, because it's deep. It's deep. His baby mama even shot the man in the hand. Okay? It's deep. It's deep over there. And this woman got the nerve to go live on other people's family. I would be embarrassed. I could not see myself with all this type of nonsense going on in my family, with my immediate family, let alone be on this YouTube dragging a whole nother family. It would disturb. I don't know where you find these type of people. You got all of this nonsense in your immediate family. And you on this YouTube dragging a whole nother family. And they over there deep. These women I don't know what understand. They was up all night. Up all night, dragging Dawn. A woman that ain't just trying to get through life. And they're willing to overlook all that this woman has done on this internet and all that she represents. Well, I named this here the element of surprise, because I wanted you to understand the main element in this. The element of Maine. That's how we got here. We could debate what happened in Brianna's home till the cows come home. But the minute you start utilizing a man who sexualized and violated a child, that's an issue within itself. And I'll stand for anybody who stands against that. We can debate everything else a whole nother day. But if somebody's standing against that, I'm with you. You got me. You got me. And I'm not saying I'm the best man out here. I'm flawed just like any other man. But one thing I am going to do is use my voice to speak against child molestation. Use my voice to speak of the men that's out here physically abusing women. Women out here lying and abusing men. Baby trapping men. I'm going to use my voice all the way around. I don't like nothing of the sort. I will put my differences aside, and we're going to tackle the real problem. What's the real issue? We ain't got to like each other. We're going to join forces where it matters. I guarantee you that. You go up here talking about Sweet Mom's father. I didn't even know you lied on that girl. I didn't know you did that to that woman. And you wondering why this girl don't want to go around in nobody's chat. She don't want to be busy. We don't even know what she goes through daily. Being lied on, being bullied, harassed. Because she called out Brianna and Jonell's nonsense. Because she called out Jonell and Brianna's nonsense. She deserved that. Nuh-uh. I wish somebody would have made that known to me. I didn't know that. I did not know that. And you should have. What the woman did to Miss White is just horrific. That's why we got to support the Miss White Fund, the GoFundMe. And Miss White may not win in court. We don't know. We don't know how the court thing gonna go. But at least she got her there. And I believe I'm supposed to be doing bringing Mr. White on my platform because he finally want to say something. And we gonna have that conversation. This is nonsense, y'all. I'm ashamed in a sense of using my platform and being in the mud because none of my family really wanted to tune in while I fought this saga. And it's a shame you can't go live and have a live worth your family watching. But my partner and some of my family members seen when I got doxxed by Miss Nate. And they seen what they did to my daughter. And it took everything within me to keep my family from going to jail and finding this woman. You understand me? I don't appreciate nothing of the sort. And when we did the peace treaty, I thought she was gonna stop. I thought things were gonna end. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just get on over it. Let's move on. But no, it got worse. It has gotten worse. Exactly. That one. Sweet Ma has not been live in this sector. She had some friendships that didn't work out. That's it didn't work out, and I'm not gonna get involved because I don't know everything within those two women's business. It didn't work out, but it really was heartbreaking to see that play out on a live. I didn't even go in there to watch it. I just had to just say, pray for. I had to pray for the situation. But Sweet Ma, the mere fact that she was lied on by Nate, it seemed like that was the core reason why she felt away. It seemed like that's the root of it. She really felt away about that, and that's what I'm speaking on. You understand me? So it's beyond my it's just beyond my wildest understanding that this woman has gotten away with this much hurt and damage throughout the YouTube streets. And these people are still funding her, still going over there, interacting with her, making her feel like she's the beauty queen of YouTube. They go up in there. I mean, this is some diabolical stuff now. Now we know how ugly she is. And they go up in there every day. You look so beautiful. You so beautiful. I'm like, what the hell am I witnessing? What am I witnessing? You know how ugly it is? What is, you so beautiful, girl. No, she ain't. And I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but good God, who's beholding it? Who are these women that's beholding the beauty? Because I'm trying to figure out where the beauty at. Lord have mercy. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Ain't no beauty in sight. I ain't seen it. I have not seen it. Not to mention all the scams that has taken place. She done been scamming the people. Unbelievable, man. These women would die in what they said at I don't know if it was on Harlem Nights where they say I'll drink your bath water. They'll drink Nate bath water right at this point. These women over there would drink her bath water. You understand what I'm saying? I can't believe it. I'm like, what kind of spell? What kind of hex is on these people? They will drink her bath water. and D-Ham, I'm cool with however you get it from the mud, you get it. I'm not gonna hate on your pockets. I'm not gonna count it. But it's sad that know that all this stuff this woman done. Listen, man, if I've done half the stuff this woman done, or a smidget, wouldn't nobody be in my chat. I know that. I know that. Wouldn't nobody be over here cheering me on for nothing. You understand me? It's sad. It is sad. That's a fact, Queen's Throne. It's all kind of things happening in this sector. Yes, yes. It's sad, y'all. Um, I have um I have witnessed a lot in my lifetime. I never once thought in a million years that these type of people exist on the YouTube streets. I wouldn't have never thought it. I wouldn't have never thought it. I'm just being 100 with you. I would have never thought that. And as long as I live, y'all, you got me as a brother. You got me as a friend on this YouTube. I have literally put my whole family in jeopardy by being a voice on this YouTube streets. And a lot of them probably did not agree with me speaking up in this situation. Um, um, but at the end of the day, they love me and they support me. You understand me? So I thank y'all for having me um, for these last couple of years. I understand that the saga is dying down, but I will still speak for what I believe in and what I stand against and what I stand for. So you got me as a brother. I will not come on this internet lying on nobody. I will never. I'm only speaking from the facts of what I seen with my own two eyes or heard with my own two ears. I'm speaking from the facts, and I ain't said one lie on this thing today, not one. So you can go and research these lives. This has been crazy work. It has been nasty out here in these streets. And if you ain't got no thick skin, you may get demolished out here. You may get demolished. My brother Kevin Wesley's in the building. You gonna have to go back, Kevin, to the beginning. That's right. Y'all pray for Sweet Ma. Y'all keep them green hearts going. That was dead wrong what Nate did to that woman. I didn't know. I didn't know she did that. I did not know that. And I think that was horrible news to my ears. Horrible news. Horrible. We ain't gotta agree, but y'all, we must understand that is mental anguish. That I mean, you cannot lie on somebody's parent like that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That is horrible news. What Nate did to that girl. That's horrible, horrible news. And like I said, I'm not into anybody's friendships. I don't know what happened in those friendships, and I'm not. I'm just live is not about that. You understand me? Because I don't know. But what Nate said to that girl, oh, I got a problem with it. I got a problem with it. Okay, I got you. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I dropped my link. Lampo's gonna come up. I dropped my link. But yeah, I do not like what I heard about when they said to that girl. I don't like it one bit. Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. I did not know that woman said that. We've been through hell with that woman across the street. We've been through hell. We've been through hell. We've been through hell and back and back into hell again. We've been through it. I'm waiting on Miss Lampo to come up. She's on her way up here. And whatever they had going on, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come here because I don't know. I know at one point Lampo had her back, and I was even surprised that even was a thing. I didn't even know that they had fell out. I didn't know that. So I wasn't going to get involved. That's not my issue. But what came out about Nate? Oh yeah, that's problematic. That is problematic. That's problematic. I'm waiting on Miss Lampo to come up. Did she see the link? Let me try to redrop it. Did y'all see the link? Yeah, I dropped the link. I'll redrop it. I'll try to redrop it real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna redrop the link. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Um, but it's problematic, y'all. That's problematic to me. You don't lie on somebody's parent, and I think we heard that when it came to Angie. Somebody lied and said her dad did something. I don't know. Um, don't get me to repeating it. Can you hear me, Miss
Good
Lampo?
morning.
Can you hear
How
me?
you doing,
Good
D-Ham?
morning to you. I'm well. I'm well. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Listen, I wanted to address something. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I got an echo. Hold on.
Okay. I can hear you though.
Is it still echoing?
No, no, no. You good?
Okay, so to the person that is in your chat talking about support, I talking about I support. I do not. Let me tell you something. I do not support pedophiles. Okay,
Uh huh.
I was molested as a child, and my oldest son was molested as a child. So no, I do not stand with pedophiles. Okay, so don't
Right.
put that out there on me.
Right. I don't think I never saw you once connected with them while they were embracing him. So I know for a fact that I would never allege that you supported that. If,
No,
so I don't know who said that, but the only thing I've noticed you doing, you've been on a different app. You wasn't even on YouTube. Can you hear me, Lampo?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even know that you and Sweet Mind anything was going, went left, and I didn't choose to go on your live because I didn't want to. I didn't want to. uh, I knew that y'all were close. So that's gonna happen at times. So what I did hear though was the part that she said something
Hold
about
on, I got
what
a bad.
Nate.
Hold on, I got a bad
Okay.
echo.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, is it still echoing?
Um. No, no, no. You good? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. As far as the thing with me and Sweet Mom,
Uh huh.
nobody. Okay, as far as the thing with me and Sweet Mom, nobody knew that Jasmine and I were not talking to Sweet Mom.
Okay.
We left that stuff alone in August, and we thought it was going to be left alone in August. But Sweet
Right.
Mom decided that she would go up on a panel and throw a shot
Right.
about, not talking to me and Jasmine, and we couldn't figure out why because we left that stuff alone. So people looking at it as, no, I just came out and said something to Sweet Ma. No, Sweet Ma even admitted that she did that on that panel, and it didn't have to be done.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
Well,
where all that came from.
I know this. I know for a long time that Sweet Mom barely goes in chats, and that's even when y'all were cool. So I never thought that whatever she said, I didn't know, I didn't know it was a shot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that it was a rock or anything of that nature. Um, I just know that she's been kind of distanced from the saga based on her experience over the last year or so. You know, um, and basically when she do pop out, it's almost a surprise. So um, so only you would have known possibly what that meant. I know that when I
Exactly.
seen
And
it,
that's what
yeah,
people don't
yeah,
understand. I knew exactly what it meant.
okay,
Exactly. My point. Exactly my point, D Him. And thank you for saying that.
okay, okay, because I know that um, you guys were close to maybe from my from my point of view, y'all were close. It may not have been as close as it seemed, to us, but I knew I didn't want to uh, take a side or get in because I don't know enough. You understand? When people fall out, they fall out. You don't. It ain't for me to find out what all happened and pick a side. It's only I pretty much was praying for the situation, but I did hear what um, Nate possibly had done to her or said, and to me, I think that's where a lot of her way she feel, and I don't know when it was said because after we did the peace thing, I thought that everything was good. So I do know that the takeover came as a result of Nate coming for Sweet Mile all over again. So maybe that's when it was said. And but if she says something like that, that is terrible information. That's terrible, and that's what I'm speaking to. Are you there, Lampo?
Yeah, I hear you. I got an echo, so
Okay,
I'm putting mine on mute while you talk. Mm-hmm.
okay, okay. But what do you know? Can you shine some light, or you don't want to? What was said to her?
What was said to who?
Sweet Mom from Nate, or is that just you just want to leave that alone?
I didn't even know that Amora had even said that to Sweet Ma. Sweet Ma told me that. I didn't even know that.
Okay,
Yeah, so I didn't even know that was said to her.
okay, okay. Well, I do know that y'all were close, and I would never interfere or get in the middle of a relationship that just didn't work out. Um, I think y'all are two grown women that y'all can possibly, after some time, y'all probably may even get on the phone and work it out. I think that that really is between you two, and that's beyond. That has nothing. They don't have to be cleaned up on my platform because I don't even know enough to know anything about that. But if you say you don't support a pedophile, that's what you wanted to clean up, then I agree with you. I've never seen you over there with Maine or um, in the chats when he's on their panels. I have not witnessed anything like that. You understand? So I would not put that on everybody that for whatever reason because I just don't like Nate. I would not do that to nobody. But I do know that the people who spoke up during the time he was really under the fire, where people really, is coming to light the affiliation with him, people end up supporting Nate during that time and supporting Maine at the same time. And it wasn't you. Lampo?
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't you. So I wouldn't put that on you, sweet. So anybody that said that, please make sure you're correct and just grouping
Oh,
anybody to,
Queen's Thrones.
yeah.
I wasn't. Queen's Thrones. It wasn't your comment. No, Queen. I see what Queen. I see where Queen's Thrones.
What you say?
Yeah, Queen's Thrones was asking, was I referring to her? No, it wasn't her comment that I saw. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, Queen. I don't think Queen
Yeah.
don't know enough. She's just really, she's probably known about a lot of things, but she did. I don't know to what depth she knows everything that's going on. But you could tell that she's dedicated to using her platform to keep people like Maine, off this YouTube, and also keep people aware of people like him. And I just think that that's what anybody that has a conscience should always keep in front of them, no matter our differences. We ain't gonna always agree on everything, but something like that, I think it takes a village. It takes everybody to stand against that.
Right.
So so, but yeah, I'm gonna be praying for you and Sweet Mod, because I do know, um, Lampo. My only connection, the only time I spoke to Sweet Mod was through you. So, um, and and I love the fact that she has support. Um, I don't know what went left. That's between you, her, and God. So I didn't go to your live to be nosy. I
Yeah,
stayed
I
pretty much
came
out of
up
the
here
chat.
because I wanted to address that about that supporting a pedophile. Baby, I do
Uh huh.
not support pedophiles at all. No, not at all.
Okay. Well, you good on my end with that because I've never seen you. I never seen you supporting a pedophile, and maybe you didn't know enough. I don't know if you knew everything about Maine either. A lot of people is just getting wind to the connection he had with Amore. So a lot of people is just getting wind, and I think it should shift people's stance. Not to say I don't want Amore without a platform, but she's been irresponsible. And I think that's very irresponsible. That you got 98% women uh, as your supporters, and this is the man that you chose to have on your platform and kind of support him and tell women to go subscribe to him. I think that was wrong. We can all disagree. We ain't got to be on here agreeing to everything somebody say and do. But when I see something like that, I think that people think like me, and I'm coming to find out a lot of people don't think like me.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning, Brother
morning,
D.
Creature.
Ham.
Good morning to
Good
you.
morning, Lampo.
She's on mute.
Right.
Okay. So
Well, D Ham, that's all
Okay,
I want
I
okay.
have a
Thank you,
question.
Lampo.
I have a
Go ahead,
question for
Creature.
Lampo, if she don't
to
mind.
jump
Lampo, Creature says she got a question for you. I don't know if you can hear her. Go ahead, Creature. I don't know if she's still up here, but she may be on mute.
Are you able to hear me?
She may answer your question. She may not. I don't know. But go ahead with your question.
So my question is, she said that it's yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. But good
Okay,
morning,
she dropped down.
Ham.
Okay, good morning to you. Okay. Okay, y'all. Well, there you have it. Um, I think we gotta. Hey, look. If we know better, we gotta do better. Um, okay. Queen's Throne says, D Ham, I came to YouTube standing up for kids. As a survivor, I work with children that have been abused off YouTube. Also, this what I do: stand up for the kids and help my community. Okay, you got me as a person in your corner, Queen Throne. So whatever I can do to assist you, I'm willing to link up with you in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if you're doing um, community work where you gotta go talk to schoolhouses. I don't care what we gotta do. So whatever it is, um, we do lives together. It doesn't matter. I stand with you, and I stand with your efforts to bring awareness to protecting children. And anybody that wants to follow Queen's Throne, please drop your channel in the chat. But her channel is exactly what her name is in the chat. It's called Queen's Throne, and y'all can find her. And let's link up and rally with this sister. Um, y'all have children that you care about, and you care about children it's not yours. Let's rally. Hey, Mr. Sanders, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Mr. Sanders. Mr. Sanders, you on DM. You don't mind your DM platform?
D-Ham.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning, D-Ham, and
Good
chat,
morning.
chat, chat. D-Ham.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, that lady got up there and gaslight you. I know you like Lampo, but we going to say how we feel. She know everything nasty they did and said. She support that stuff. So she got up here and gaslight. She act like she couldn't hear. She breaking up because she was reading comments and reading somebody talking about her. She know everything nasty they did and said. She support that stuff.
Mr. Sanders, you going out. You going out.
I
But this,
said, I said, she lying. She know everything going on, and that's why I called out in the chat. She know
oh,
everything
okay.
nasty
So it
they
was you
doing.
that called it out.
I the one called it out. Yes, she
Okay.
lying. She
Okay. Well,
lying. She
look.
got up there and gaslighted y'all. She heard Creature. She didn't want to. She lying. She mad at Sweet Mom
Well,
for
well,
thanking
well.
Amber and
This is the thing,
Alexis.
Mr. Sanders. I'm not here. I don't know. Like I'm only gonna
I
speak on
know.
what
You
I
know
know.
I be in this saga. I know I watch stuff.
Okay.
She only come out
I
when
don't
it's
watch
drama.
everybody move around in the saga.
I
I'm not
do.
watching people like that.
I
Okay.
do.
Go ahead, Creasy.
Well, I guess I'll just say what I was gonna say because I'm sure she's listening and she can hear it. But I was just gonna say when you asked her the question about what she had to say about what Nate said about Sweet Mom's father, she said she didn't know. You did know. You knew because she told you multiple times. So, as a friend, if she's telling you you didn't go look, you didn't go check, you didn't ask her, at one time you didn't even comment until 8 days later. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you just said you didn't know when she made you aware. You know what I'm saying? So, if you didn't
Yeah.
want to touch on that, just be a woman and say, look, sweet mom, I like both of y'all. I don't want to get into that. But you were acting as if you didn't mess with one of them. So
Wow.
that's why you didn't want to put yourself in it. So that's all I was gonna say. As well as I've watched Lampo, I've heard Lampo. Lampo stands on whatever she says, whatever she means. You know, she's a little fiery. So at the end of the day, I've also heard her say if it's not directed, it's not respected. So I don't understand why. Honestly, I don't think I'm by myself. I feel like a lot of us forgot about her and Jasmine. I really did. My first mind when Sweet Ma said that in Fee's Live did not go to Lampo and Jasmine. I really
Yeah,
didn't
I didn't.
even
Yeah,
know.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that was tough for me because I knew that they were close, so I didn't know um all of that what came out of that live. I didn't know that. and I'm just being real. I'm being 100% real. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I really didn't know who she was talking about. And like sometimes we do have to accept some accountability. If you wanted to come out and just tell what it was and get it off of you, if you was carrying that weight around, that's what you wanted to do. You grown. But don't, use it as, oh, she did. She's right. Sweet Ma did say she shouldn't have threw that rock, but you was the only person who called it.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know everything that happened there. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah, well, but to answer your
yeah.
question,
Mhm.
um, I guess I will be answering for her. You knew. We saw the message where she told you multiple times.
So what are you
She
saying on
knew
the Sweet
she
Mind Live? Because I did try to watch a
Yeah.
little bit of the
So on
replay.
Sweet Mind's Live, she
Yeah.
showed her message thread with her and Lampo of her telling her what Nate said about her father multiple times.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Where was I at? I mean, I didn't even know Nate said that.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it was said multiple times to her from the person that it was said about.
You
Okay.
right, Creasha. You right, Creasha. She knows, just like she know about Maine. She know. She support that stuff. She know. She got up here and
Well,
gas like you, Dehan. She got down because she couldn't stand it because she know Creasha was gonna bring it to her. She lied.
okay.
She lied, and she
Well,
actually mad because Sweet Ma gonna say something about Sweet Ma thinking Amber and Alexis. So what? You over there with the whole devil team that's doing
this
all
is
this nasty stuff to people.
what
And
this is my thing though, Mr. Sanders. I'm not trying to
I know
um
you ain't. I know you ain't,
take it
but you
there because
brought her
that's
up there.
their issue. That's their no,
Yeah,
that's
I
their
know, but
issue.
you
I
shouldn't
don't
have
know
brought up
enough.
there without Sweet Ma.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, she did not. You gotta understand. You're the only one bringing their situation together. I she came up here to address the main thing.
Oh well,
Okay,
she
she
well, I'm
didn't bring she
sorry.
didn't mention nothing about Sweet Mind on my platform.
Oh well, then I heard you say something about Sweet Ma, but she know
Yeah,
about Maine too. Oh,
I
okay,
asked her a
okay,
question,
okay,
and as far
okay.
as her knowledge of what Nate said about Sweet Mind,
She
but not
know.
what Sweet Mind said to her or what she said. That's their issue,
Yeah,
and I'm
that's right. But
and I'm
I
not going
understand.
to dive into it. But I do know if Nate said something that horrific to that young lady, I'm not rocking with what Nate said. That's
And
what
she
I'm saying.
did say that to Sweet Ma. She
Okay.
did say that to Sweet Ma. She did. Nate is an evil person, and
Can you
whoever
tell
rock
me
with her.
what was said? What was said?
Like Sweet Ma said, she said, Sweet Ma daddy was a molester. That lady ain't
Oh
that ain't no.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. Okay.
A predator than a molester. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what she said. But she support and borrowing money from a predator and molester. But she borrowing money for what? She still messing with Maine on the back end. They just did that B stuff to throw everybody off. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust
I do
me.
know that she didn't want to cut off whatever it was, that they had going on. Nate did not want to cut that thing off, and it took the what happened on Neo X platform for her to kind of try to walk back some things, you know,
And you
when
know
it comes
what?
to him.
I didn't
Hmm.
want to say nothing, but Nate got something coming from them calling my daughter and harassing my children and my mama address. Don't think I'm letting it go. That's why I fell back out the saga. Because, baby, you going to get yours. I ain't forget about it. You don't come from my children and my mama. I don't even play.
Right.
That's why I backed up. And I promise you something going to happen about that. I'm not letting it go. I just don't say nothing. But it's in the workings.
But there
Mm-hmm.
you have it.
Yeah.
Don't no no
She
no
is not
don't
gonna
make
get
don't
away. She ain't gonna
yeah
keep getting away with all this stuff. Trust me. It's something gonna be done. And she could talk about me, put me on her platform. I don't even see that no more. It
yeah.
is what it is. Just watch what I tell you. But
Well,
that's why I've been staying out this saga and I don't jump on platforms or nothing. I'm quiet for a reason, but I just don't. It just sad. It just really sad how they let this lady get away with a lot of stuff, and it's something need to be done about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna jump back down in the chat and listen.
Okay now. Okay
Y'all
now.
have a good day.
Okay now. Okay now. Okay now. Y'all, y'all coming, y'all coming. But listen, listen. We was. I'm just giving a full breakdown of my experience of covering this saga. And basically what I've seen with my own eyes and heard with my own 2 ears. And often, I guess it's a lot that I have not seen, and I will go back and rewatch some things and dig a little deeper because it's not fair. It's not right. Put it that way. It's not fair. It's not right what we had to endure um, by being a voice in this sector. Okay, Kevin. Okay, Kevin. I see you. I see you. You already know I'm not. But at the end of the day, I think I have not. I don't watch everybody movement like that, y'all. So y'all gotta forgive me. I'm not watching everybody movement. Um, and I don't care really who's in whose chat. That don't really affect me like that. It's when you put your voice on it. That's what really. That's where it gets me now, because now I get to hear what you're saying. And when people was literally backing up Maine, that spoke more to me than anything. That spoke that spoke volumes. That these women was that hypnotized by Nate that they would go that route. The back, and these are women that got children, arguing with Queen Throne as to why do it matter. You got children. This is sad. And and I ain't got no haterade in my body. I'm not sitting here hating on women. I'm trying to tell y'all to wake up. Wake up. You got kids. You got children. And for a woman that goes as low as Nate goes, and y'all want to overlook everything because she raking in the money, I question that. I question that. But it's your life. Do what you do. But I question it. And people want to know why we stood up for Fee. No, no, no. Fee wasn't looking for no new friends, and neither was we. But we seen a woman speaking from her pain. And it caused a village to come running and support, keep that woman lifted up. That's what it did. That's why the main thing is an issue in this sector. That's why it's an issue in this sector. For some of us that have morals, for some of us that have integrity, for some of us that understand what the trauma. Can you just imagine, even if it ain't never happened to you, can you imagine the trauma that can cause? And you wonder why somebody trying to numb it every day with alcohol. You wonder why somebody want to numb it every day. That's it, Queen Throne. It baffles me. It's mind boggling. And you wonder why Fee is the woman has experienced trauma beyond normal. You understand what I'm saying? To see her mother get unalive, that's a whole set of a whole different type of trauma. To feel unprotected when somebody should have been protecting her, that's a whole nother set of trauma. Because not only she's mad at her victimizer, but she's mad at the people that did not protect her. That's a whole nother set of trauma. And see, anybody who's dealing with uh, psychology and all of these things, you'll know how fragile the mind is, and when it's been traumatized, what what kind of effect that may have on someone. So this live was not to about anyone in particular. I did not come here. I did not come here for whatever Lampo anybody else has been lived about, y'all. So this is not what this live was about. I do understand that people have whatever issue they may have with however things play out, but I'm not getting involved in two grown women's situation. Um, I do know that they probably got each other's phone number. We don't know. They may work that thing out. So everything don't require me to speak on when I don't know enough about what happened, what caused it, the fallout to happen. Okay, but I will stand up um, for Sweet Mom when it comes to what was said about her parents. What was said about her parents, and she's already admitted and been transparent enough about her depressions and things of that nature. That to me is cruel to take the liberties to say a bold faced lie about her parents, and even if it was the truth, it's cruel. You don't know you don't know how close she is to anything mentally. That was cruel. You understand me? So I don't respect that. I don't respect people who acting like they oblivious to cruelty. I don't respect people who is oblivious to cruelty. Now we've been on this app arguing and fighting and saying whatever we want to say, and I get that part because that's what people would. Y'all know y'all said this, y'all said that. Yeah, you're in a cussing battle and you in a battle of dragon. You getting drugged, so you're gonna drag somebody else. I'm not talking about that part. I'm not talking about that. But straight up lying on somebody, that's an issue. And I'm trying to tell you, everybody who's been on this app and been in this saga, you know what your eyes have witnessed. You know what your ears have heard. Do not be bullied and silenced when you got kids, you got nieces and nephews. It's time out for just accepting people to, to, to be this type of person and act like she can just get away with it and act as if she's done nothing wrong. I'm sick of the nonsense. I'm sick of the nonsense. And that girl Jeannie, she's I'm telling you, it's sickening. It's sickening. It is straight up sickening to see that woman at work. You got all this nonsense going on in your family, and you out here dragging another family. I would be ashamed. I couldn't see myself. Your brother's a known stick up kid, and here you is dragging a whole nother family. It's cruel. It's cruel, Kevin. It's cruel. I'm gonna end this live, y'all. I woke up I didn't know I was gonna look. I just wanted to give my experience based on what I've experienced and being a man in this saga. We've all done some things, and I know I have, that I possibly regret saying and doing. You know, fighting and defending my name and defending my family. But one thing I did not come on this internet to do is lie on folk, drag them every day. No, I'm out here swinging in defense mode because people trying to silence my voice. So that's what I've been out here trying to do. You understand me? I've been ducking and bobbing and weaving out here in these streets. Because where I see wrong, I'm going to speak. If I don't know enough, you're not going to hear me. Because I'm not getting involved. It ain't that deep for me to be out here chasing people around. But I will say, anything can be corrected. We can correct these things. And we can stand on business too at the same time. So anybody want to make whatever they got going on right, make it right. You got a whole new year to get it right. But you also can join in on standing against child predators, sex trafficking, battered women, revenge porn, all of the above. All of the above. Put your differences aside and stand up for something. Do not use your platform irresponsibly and turn a blind eye because it ain't hit your household. Do not turn a blind eye for a daggone super sticker in a cash app. Talking about what does his record have to do with anything. It has everything to do with everything. It has everything to do with everything. With everything. And I don't care if we got to expose this brother till the cows come home. Out here trolling the internet, playing with dials, all of this nonsense, and people want to support and ask and borrow some money from them. What the hell? I'll be on my last. I guarantee you better. You crazy? I'll be under the tent with the homeless people before I do that. We be out there on a bologna sandwich. Well, I didn't know his record was before I asked for the money. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. You knew. Because we've been fighting this saga. You can gaslight NeoX audience because they probably don't know what's going on in the sector, but we knew. And NeoX, if she's any type of a woman that stands for this, she needs to revisit her live and walk it back. Revisit that live and walk it back. And if you're going to be a woman out here swinging for stuff like this, stand on your square and walk it back. Stand on your square and walk it back. Because we know you go hard in the paint. Stand on your square and walk it back. No, we don't support no dude like Polite. You would never see me out here. I don't even know everything that brother did. But you ain't going to see me out here supporting that. And if anybody that support that, let me know so I don't be found slipping on somebody's panel or whatever. I don't know. I think that's how they got Cad. I don't know if Cad knew everything. But at the end of the day, when you know better, do better. When you know better, do better. I'm not supporting that. I'm not supporting the P. Diddy's of the world. I'm not supporting the Jay-Z's of the world. I'm not supporting that. Y'all can sit out here and act like this stuff ain't happened and it ain't happening in our community if you want to. You got me twisted. Taking people's innocence, date raping them, and all kind of things these dudes out here doing. You bring it to my attention. We talking about it. That's all I know. We going in, and any female, think that they can overlook a behavior like that and not think that you're gonna get called out too. You're gonna get called out for it. You're gonna get called out because Nate knew better. Jeannie was up there fighting with the support people, the people coming up there, telling them to get off her panel. She here with Maine bashing the truth and thinks she can do what she want to do. Pretty much. Are you crazy? You can't make this type of stuff up. So I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I hate that this live went this way, but I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get where these people are at. I don't understand it. These people act so oblivious and act like, why are you supporting Queen Fee? We're supporting Queen Fee because we woke up to her trauma. Not because we need a new friend. And yes, we probably heard her say her story. But she went back to fighting, and we could not hear her story during the fight. We were all fighting. And each time that Queen Fee tried to slow down enough so I can get to her story, the first time after the peace treaty, I was over there trying to hear her out and I was on her panel. I wanted to hear her story. But we went right back to fighting and carrying on, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me stay in my lane. At the end of the day, the common goal, common denominator was to get to a place of healing. That's where we wanted to get to anyway. And that's what brought us together on that live. We ain't got time to be fighting with these people because we got an opinion. And our families now at risk of being doxxed and harassed and jobs called, schools called, all kind of things happening. So we literally spoke our mind based on where we was at in the moment. Now that we're here, it has nothing to do with trying to make somebody mad at us because we tight with Felicia now. That's not the case. We're rallying around a woman who they wanted to cast away and without any support system. And we picked up where her sisterhood failed her. That's what happened. That's what happened. And I want to thank Benitra for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Anybody who support me with a view and a like and a comment, thank you so much. Anybody who hit the Cash App, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. But I just wanted to come live and give my 2 cents on the matter at hand. And I wanted to just put some understanding to the madness. So that's why this live was I came live because I really wanted to highlight Maine and why it mattered to speak on him now and then and when. We once did, and now, while we're doing it now, and again. It ain't because a bee finally left one of the hive. That's not the case. That is, I think we're beyond the bees and this and that. I think we're beyond that. I think we are now beyond the beehive. I wanted to really, really strike a nerve to some of you mothers, you single mothers, and some of you aunties. Why are you supporting a woman who only wanted to save face when it came to Maine? No, he doesn't support polite, chosen one. I spoke to Kevin myself. He doesn't support polite. He don't support any type of nonsense polite was into. No, he doesn't. He don't support polite. Um, but thank you for asking your question, chosen one. But no, he doesn't. Kevin had made that clear. Um, but he is a thinker, and he does have a lot of understanding about a lot of things, and maybe that's what you probably talking about because it once was a time where polite was in our community. Okay, Kevin says not at all. I never even met the guy. He messaged me twice and I ignored. I hate that he was even poly. He gives me a bad he gives me a bad look. The only things we have in common is teaching. Okay. Queen Throne is backing that up. She says truth, Kevin didn't know about the real polite. He knew of polite, but not the predator part. I see that now. Absolutely, Queen Throne. And absolutely. And I think that and Kevin said thank you for that. I think we Kevin has been a target and he's been under fire and he had to withstand it, y'all. Um, this brother has been under fire. His reputation had took a big hit, and rightfully so. I mean, sometimes um, you got to go through it. You can't be excused for every reason why. Some places we shouldn't have been. Some places we shouldn't have been connected to. Some people we shouldn't have never been connected to, and it caused uh, a domino or a chain reaction, so to speak. And so, because of Kevin's um, plight, because of his journey, it allowed a lot of people to have access to him, and he opened himself up. Didn't know really what was coming. Didn't know what was coming, and the whole tsunami hit him, and he had to fight through it. He had to fight through it. You understand? So that brother, that brother fought every day for his name. He fought every day, and people wonder why he fought so hard. He had to. He had no other choice. He put himself in situations where he had to fight his way out of. Queen Throne says, "You're welcome, Kevin. I apologize for including you on that part. but I take responsibility, and it took time for you to see how passionate I am about this topic, and thought, and through it, and through this, I learned more about you. Absolutely, um, absolutely. Uh, I think, I think, I think Kev has, he had went in the shell in my book. What I seen when I came in this saga, I saw a man that was afraid to trust people. So he's, he stayed confined, and he still used the YouTube to do video breakdowns. He kind of went away from his mission, because the same people that was rooting him on was conspiring to bring him down. And it will cause you to go in a cocoon, and you'll be a most powerful thing, and you're now laying dormant in a cocoon, and you don't even know why you're there. You don't even know why this is happening, all because of your life choice to possibly have a poly union. And now a lot of women don't agree with that, and now you're being under fire because of that as well. People just don't like you because, and next thing you know, you are in a cocoon, and your powerful message is now being muffled, and people can't even receive it. So this brother has now, the weight has been lifted off of him, and I'm sure um, Kevin's story is going to be a life story to tell. I can't wait to read the book when he finally give us everything, what it was like to be Kevin Wesley and under this type of fire. Um, but at the end of the day, no man is perfect. So I'm not sitting here saying that this brother is flawless, done nothing wrong. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So I love y'all. Listen, this has been a wonderful live. Thank you for the Cash App, and thank y'all for listening. I did not want this to go left. Um, I'm praying for the sweet my situation in its entirety, um, and that's all I'm gonna say with that, because those were people that were friends with her, and I believe that people can work out anything. But at the end of the day, I'm calling out this main character in it, and how he was connected to this sector, and people's position on how they felt about it, and what really broke the camel's back with Queen Fee when it came to her trauma and how it related to Maine being in this sector. So that was the purpose of this live. This is what was on my heart all night, as I been up all night working, um, and I want us to um, I want to challenge. I'm not here to bash anyone, but I want to challenge you. I want to challenge the woman in you. I want to challenge your heart, your spirit, and I want to challenge you to rise above this sector and stand for a deeper cause. I want to challenge you to stand against this type of nonsense. That's what this live was about. It was to spark a challenge within your spirit, within your human DNA, to make you realize that you should not lose yourself based on who you like and who you don't like. There should be something deeper calling you higher to a higher cause. You should never get lost into a saga. Your morals should never be lost or confused within a saga of people that you don't like or that you don't care for. It will cause you to like your enemies when you know that your enemy is hurting from a trauma, a place of trauma. It will cause you to put your arms around somebody. It will cause you to look beyond your differences and get to the root of the problem. It will. And I want to challenge every woman that's under my voice to stand for what you been designed to stand for them. Not what you believe, but you've been designed. You are our nurturers. You are our caretakers. You are our first teacher. You women, God has given you the ability to nurture, teach, uh, communicate effectively to your children. Protect them from all harm. If he gave this type of intelligence to animals, what do you think he thinks about you? When you see a mama duck walking her ducklings, when you see a mama cub caring for her cubs, when you see birds in the air sitting on their nests, what do you think God really thought about you? When the scripture says that what is man that God is so mindful of, that he created you a little lower than angels. You have all the abilities in the world to never excuse this type of behavior. It's in you already. You don't get a pass. It's in you. It's in your DNA. You don't get to pass up on this. I don't care what's going on in the sector. Everything you do, a screeching halt and say, some ain't clean in the milk. Some ain't clean in the milk around here. I love y'all. It's 9 o'clock. I don't know how long I've been live. I love y'all. This has been crazy. Um, it's been crazy. Queen Throne, you got me, girl. You got me. I don't know. We gonna figure it out. So you got me. I'm on your team. We gonna go to war together. I know that. We gonna go to war together. I'm standing with women like her. I'm standing with men like Kevin. I'm standing with people that have like mind, and not just like mind, but like spirit. I want. The Bible says no man, no man by the flesh. You got to know them by their spirit. I'm 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 coming to figure out who I should be connected to in 2025 moving forward that has like spirit. I don't want to know you in a natural state. I want to know your spirit. I want to know who I'm around, who I'm connected to. The spirit of discernment is about to kick in 2025. You better discern. You better discern. I'm telling you, because everybody don't mean you no good. You better discern. But I'm challenging you, my sisters. I'm challenging anybody who even didn't think to stand against a guy like Maine. Now that you heard this live, you are now obligated to check yourself, check your spirit, and say, "Hey, oh, hold on. I gotta check myself right here. This is where the cookie crumbles. This is where the ball stops right here. I gotta check myself because I would never cover another story and get that lost to where I overlook a known predator in my midst. I'm gonna check myself, and I think we all got to take that lap. We all got to check ourselves and find out why did we go so low. There's so much to check ourselves about this saga, because I'm not going low no more. I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna stand on morals and stand on integrity. And if I can't speak it from integrity, you ain't gonna get that fight from me. I'm not about to sit up here and cuss you out. I'm gonna stand on principle. I love y'all. Y'all got me. And this whole sector, y'all got me. I ain't got no hater. I'm not hating on nobody. Y'all got me. I love y'all. I'm here. We all got our struggles. We all got our issues. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And y'all pray for me. And y'all keep me lifted. Keep my family lifted. And y'all keep me lifted, and I'll keep y'all lifted. All right? Much love. Thanks, DT. Hold on, let me read Chatty comment. She says, y'all went low, I didn't. Okay, just playing. Let me head back to the shady auntie table section. Okay, auntie. Okay, girl. She was going to bring some humor in this some kind of way. Thank y'all so much. Um, I hope this live blessed you. It didn't stress you, and you can actually just look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, it's time to step my game up. This is not to come down on nobody to make you feel less than, that you ain't did your part. No, this is a live to bring you up a notch. This is a live to make you say, you know what? I gotta go higher in 2025. I gotta be on guard in 2025. I gotta be on guard. Ain't nothing getting past me in 2025. Nothing getting past me. And we ain't gotta like each other. We ain't gotta be besties on this app. But we gonna stand for something. Y'all got it. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is. Be blessed.